Hello, Class 2. It's Mrs. Durst, and today we are going to start our base coat on our game pieces and game board for our tic-tac-toe project. So by now, we know what our base coat will be. If we are learning remotely, it may all be a certain color. The neat thing is, whether we use black, white, or gray, our pieces and our board are going to turn out just beautiful. So today I'm going to paint in white because that's the color I have here at my house. And I just want to go through what we do when we're trying to do a base coat, okay? So our goal is to do the back and sides of our pieces and just the back of our playing board, okay? And then the next time we're together, we will do the front side. But we want to put two coats, that's two applications of paint on the back of your game board and the back and the sides of your pieces. So you might get a little paint on your hands, and that's okay. You want to have a paper towel, a glass of water, and of course you're going to have your base coat. So let's visualize how we do a base coat together so that we know just how we're going to do it. So here we are. Here are my little pieces, and here's my game board. So let's work on our pieces. And I have a brush, a square brush. You can use what kind of brush you're going to enjoy. So I kind of decided this is how this piece is going to sit versus that way. So this is my back. All right. So top, and this is the bottom. So I'm going to just hold my piece and start putting on a base coat. And I'm going to come up close to the camera so you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to the sides, and I'm painting the bottom of each piece, okay? And that's it. Now I'm going to carefully sit it somewhere. So the top of that piece is now touching the mat, and I will paint that next time. And yep, I got some paint on me. Painting causes paint to get on your hands sometimes, so just don't worry about that. And then go to the next piece. So this will be the top. I've decided it sits nice like that. So I'm going to pick it up and I'm going to paint the bottom. And some of the sides around. But definitely get that bottom nice and covered just like so with your brush. And set it aside and go to your next piece. So determine how it will sit, pick it up, and put on some base coat. Now with white, it's trying really hard to cover up this darker, almost black rock. So I can already tell it's going to take two coats. And two coats is just fine. You just want to cover all that. I've got like some rough spot right there. I'm going to just use my brush to tap, 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 so that I'm getting inside all of the little groovies of this rock. Okay, so now you can see that I've done the bottom of this rock. Put him down. And I'm going to work through all of these pieces, even my swing piece. Remember, our swing piece is going to have both warm colors and cool colors on it. So it will be very colorful. So I'm going to do his bottom as well, just like this. Ta-da! And you just work through the rest of your pieces. All 9 pieces need a base coat on their bottoms. Okie doke. So pretend I did those. Now let's talk about our game board. this is the back of the game board right here. So I am going to put a base coat on the bottom of my board. Okay. What's nice about a base coat is you can kind of get that paint on there and swish it around. And you're just doing the bottom. Let me show you what I'd like you to focus on. Getting a nice coat on that bottom. And then go ahead and brush a little on the sides. It does not have to be perfect on the sides, but you're just kind of brushing the sides a little to get those started too. So I'm doing a little bit of the sides here, pulling it around and doing the sides all four. Okay, so this base coat, this first coat of paint needs to dry a little bit. And then I'd like you to put a second application on all of this bottom stuff, not on the other side. All of these will get a second coat. So I have a movie for you to watch on the page for today's lesson. Watch that movie with your brush in your water. That'll keep your brush really nice and hydrated. Okay, so I put my brush in the water. So pretend I'm now watching the mandala movie, okay? And once that mandala movie is over, then you're going to get your brush out of the water and dry it off with your paper towel. And by then, about 8 minutes will have gone by. And I would like you then to pick up your pieces. They might be tacky, but that's okay. And give each bottom a second application of your paint, your base coat paint. So there is second time I've painted the bottom of each piece, okay? And then paint a second coat on your board, your game board, on the back. We're not doing any top work, okay, at this time. All right, everyone, let's get back together. So just to review, you're doing a base coat, 2 applications, giving yourselves about 8 minutes in between to watch that mandala movie, and let these dry overnight. And always, always be sure to wash your brushes thoroughly in nice warm water. Okay, so we will see you for the next